everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to discuss about the debilitated Jupiter. Jupiter is considered debilitated when it is placed in the sign of Capricorn, that is Makar Rashi, at 5 degrees. So if you have Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn without any cancellation, Nichbhanga, Parivartan Yoga or any other cancellation yoga, then this video is for you. Okay, so let's get started. Now firstly, understanding what is Jupiter. Jupiter is our wisdom, our knowledge, the ability to perceive others, to see through others and make out what their intentions are, to judge others, to identify others, whether they are good for you, whether they are right for you, or whether they are wrong for you. Okay, the ability to identify people, the true nature of the people. Okay, that is Jupiter. Mercury is intellect, the street smartness, the calculation, the profit making ability, but that is not enough. Sometimes it is the wisdom and intuition that helps us to get through our life and also under terrible situations. Jupiter also signifies teachers, mentors, and gurus. He is the natural advisor or counselor. Jupiter loves preaching and teaching people. He is all about communication and mentorship. Expansion. Jupiter also signifies blessing and wealth and prosperity and finances. Jupiter is the karaka, is the natural putra karaka, okay, the significator of children, and it is also the it is in the woman's chart, it is also signifies husband. Capricorn, on the other hand, is a very difficult sign of a difficult malefic planet Saturn, which is rigid, stricter, disciplined, orderly, structure, status, reputation, work, public image, promotion, society, seniors, bosses. Okay, it's a workaholic sign. It's a very determined sign. It is a sign of work and career. It's the original 10th house or 10th sign in the zodiac belt, signifying work, career, and status. Okay, so now when these two contradictory energies, when Jupiter gets into the sign of Capricorn, it is like asking a guru, that you are not experienced enough, you don't have the expertise, okay, to act and to ask him to actually stop helping and mentoring people and to stop preaching others, but to himself study and work and be materialistic and work under for material gains, and to be to care about the worldly affairs like public image, to care about the fame, to care about the society, to care about the traditions, the rules, the regulations, and status and reputation. Okay, so it is naturally that it naturally becomes troublesome for Jupiter. One is naturally irritable or unhappy, right? Because Jupiter in Cancer can selflessly teach. He doesn't care about the rules and regulation, because in terms of creativity, in terms of productivity, and in terms of teaching, and in terms of knowledge, you cannot be all about you cannot be disciplined. Okay, you cannot be all about rules and regulation, because these things work needs to have a free environment. Okay, it needs to flow freely. Okay, it needs to have that free flow. Okay, then only it can expand, and then only it can thrive. So your Jupiter feels restricted. Okay, Jupiter has to now care about the material affairs. Okay, now worldly affairs, traditions, rules, regulations. So once knowledge and wisdom is all into actions or work, because it's a workaholic sign. So it's all about career, work, and status. And what happens is your one makes the wisdom, okay, it is exhaustively used in the work, and which makes one trust the wrong people in relationships, like I said before, because the wisdom is not there. Jupiter is weakened, okay, in this sign. So when it is weakened in this sign, the wisdom is not there to identify the correct intentions of people. Okay, so they attract, this placement attracts a lot of ill wishers or people with wrong intentions towards them. Okay, so that happens. Then Jupiter is also morals and religion. So with this placement, one is not hesitant to use any immoral way of doing work, because one thinks or one may feel that the world out there is already is so cruel. Okay, so one cannot win the world or overcome them by being morally or ethically right and generous. Okay, so that's the thought. And so they don't hesitate to even lie, cheat, or use any immoral way of doing any work. Okay, then Kali Yuga, it is quite common, because people are more people are immoral than moral. Okay, then who value morals high. Okay, who value integrity. Okay, that's the reason why it is said that debilitated planets offer more material gains and growth than exalted planet. Okay, because it's Kali Yuga, and when any planet is debilitated, the significance, the idealist significance, okay, the good nature of the planet is lower down. Okay, it decreases, and the bad nature of the this planet increases. Okay, so that happens. So yes, with this placement, one may have low morals. One is also not religious or can be atheist or agnostic. Jupiter is also optimism, hope, prosperity. So when it comes in this rigid and workaholic sign, it loses its gentleness and caring nature and becomes more negative or pessimistic in approach towards life. One will only see negative aspects in everything, or it can make you overly optimistic. Okay, that's far from reality. So it is not realistic. It is either pessimistic, or either it is overly optimistic, overly confident, which is uh, where one doesn't have any idea that it is not actually no it's actually far from reality. Okay, then one also will be more complaining about what they lack in life than being grateful of what they have. Sometimes we all do that, but these people do a lot. Okay, they are not at all grateful, because they feel that they haven't got what they deserved, and so that's the reason why they are more complaining rather than being grateful. See, we need to think it like this, that sometimes whatever we have received is actually our own karma. Okay, and we need to think that it could be worse. Okay, it could be worse, because it's all, at the end of the day, it's all our own karma. Okay, whatever we have received is actually the blessing of the divine, and divine has been grateful. uh, as we won't even have this some people are suffering so much. Okay, then too they are grateful to the god. Okay, because see, the purpose of birth on this planet Earth is a very materialistic planet. Okay, materialistic world. Okay, that we live in. So here the purpose is not to enjoy life. Okay, is to deal with our karmas and to tally them, and to everyone has to suffer. Okay, because we have our karmas, that's the reason why we have been born in this world, on this planet Earth. Okay, else we would have born in the divine divine planet or divine world. Okay, be a godly person, or maybe if we have done so much good karmas, then we would have been enlightened. Okay, get moksha. Okay, so because it's our karmas and we have to deal, and this is only time, okay? Because when we are humans, okay, that we can increase our good karmas. If we are born into some other animals or some other species, then we won't be able to understand, okay, that how we can deal with our karmas. So it is actually a blessing in disguise, and we have to be always grateful to the divine, because whatever we have, we wouldn't be having even this much, okay? So, if we want better results, then we need to increase our punya, which is our good karmas, and ask forgiveness to the divine for our pap or our bad karmas. Okay, this will eventually decrease our suffering and increase our blessings. Okay, there's absolutely no point in blaming someone or complaining about life. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's only your own karmas. Okay, that you are dealing with. Okay, and to blame or to complain, it's absolutely wastage of your time and energy. Okay, you have a very short life, so uh, you have to invest your time and energy like your life depends on it. Okay, so you have to be very careful where you invest your time and energy, because it's very precious. We are immortals, right? Sorry, we are mortals. So uh, we have a short life, okay? So, and uh, it's important to be grateful. Like, imagine if the divine was harsh on us, okay, we would not even have what we are having. So it is important to travel this journey of life very lightly, without any baggage, okay? Live in the present, and do whatever it is in our control, right? That's only there in our hands. That's only we can do, okay? To live in the present, to travel light, okay? Just forgive people, okay? Forgive whatever has happened in the past, okay? You're not living there, you're not existing there, you're existing only in present, and you don't even know how much future is left, okay? So beware of this. So yeah, this could happen with these people. Then one also starts having fear or self doubts rather than having faith in themselves, okay? The reason is Capricorn is a sign of Saturn, okay? And Saturn actually signifies fear, anxiety, self doubts, okay? Not being very not believing in oneself. So because it's a sign of Capricorn ruled by Saturn, so one doesn't have that belief in themselves. One has this fear, this insecurity, okay? One also may be very cold, antisocial, serious, expressionless appearance, or it could be that one is not expressive in emotions. But since it's a earth sign, so one can have a calm nature, and one can also have stable emotions, okay? Jupiter is also known to offer wisdom with unconditional love, especially in the sign of Cancer, like I said before. But here in the sign of Capricorn, what happens is uh, there 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 are lot of terms and conditions one has to deal with, or one himself might be very conditional in approach. Like, I'll only engage with these people, okay, if there is something for me in return. I only bond with these people if I will only bond with him or her if she benefits me in some way or other, okay? Or I'll only help these people, I'll only help these people, teach these people if there is something beneficial in it. So there is this um, want of having something in return, then only to do something for others, okay? So there is conditions, there is this selfishness that is involved here, because Jupiter is weakened, so nothing is selflessly done. And one is also very formal in approach while socializing, okay? Because what happens is here one has this fear, one has this insecurity of like if they will bear their if they were if they are vulnerable, okay, if they show their vulnerable side to other people, or if they bare their soul to other people, then they might take advantage of this, or they might misuse this, and they'll have to face some consequences of this. So this kind of fear, this kind of insecurity is there. So they are very formal while socializing, and socializing also, they may not be frequent at that, okay, very less socializing, okay, they may be doing, these people with this placement. It can also show someone being shy, introvert, or reserved. Jupiter is weakened in this sign, so one is very straightforward in their approach, lacking the tact and diplomacy in dealing with people. Okay, now straightforward, it can also change depending on the chart, but yes, they will be lacking this tact and diplomacy. See, Jupiter is wisdom. Okay, that even if you don't, even if you are not diplomatic, okay, but still, if you have the wisdom, then you can see through other people and identify their intentions, whether these people, whatever is helping me, is actually wants to help me, or actually wants to support me, or is just acting, is just pretending. Okay, so this tact, and also how to deal with these people. Okay, so this kind of wisdom is lacking, so they lack tact and diplomacy in dealing with people. One is also very traditional or orthodox, because this year what happens is, one is it's a very rigid sign. Okay, so one is all about rules, regulation, traditions, orthodox, with this placement caring more about their image and reputation and status. Okay, Jupiter is also finance, prosperity, abundance, and blessing. This placement shows one will have financial struggles. There will be constant struggle in having a stable finance, wealth, savings in their life. Okay, having assets in their life. Jupiter, when debilitated, gives you learnings and rewards early on in your life. Okay, so see, with exalted Jupiter, he will teach you, and then when you learn, eventually he will reward you. But here what happens when it is in debilitated state, there is no guru. Okay, there is no one to teach you, or you don't believe in higher divinity, or you don't believe in anyone that they have potential enough to teach you. Okay, so you don't receive that kind of learnings from others. You're not willing to receive that. So what happens is, one start considering himself as guru, okay, himself as god, himself as everything. And also it can also mean that one can also be celebrated as god himself, or as someone who is very highly acknowledged, or highly celebrated, as as a highly celebrated, because of the learnings in the early years. Okay, so what happens is, in the early years, you may have to learn a lot of lessons, and because of which you have been you have been expertise now. Okay, over the time, okay, over the years. So this could happen, because of your expertise, now people acknowledge you or respect you. Okay, I guess this cricketer, yes, Sachin Tendulkar, I think he has this placement, I guess. I'm not sure, but I think he has this placement, and he's considered the god of cricket, right? So yeah, with this placement, this can also be there, because from the early years you have to struggle a lot, and you have to learn yourself. Okay, so there's a lot of learnings in the early years only. So with time, you do that thing over and over again, that you gain expertise in it. Okay, and then that expertise is being acknowledged by people world over, and then you're revered for it. So normally Jupiter in Capricorn makes a person materialistic, less humble or grateful, and arrogant to learn something or receive others' guidance or opinions or suggestions constructively. Okay, they only feel, these people will feel when someone tries to tell them something, okay, teach them something, they feel that it is for selfish reason, or it is to troll them or belittle them, or they are finding flaws in me, or they are finding they are criticizing me. Okay, they don't think, see, not everyone, not everything that has been said is you know needs to be heard, okay, is for your own good. But that doesn't mean that everything that people say, or every opinion, every suggestion, or every guidance that, or every criticism, okay, is only for your bad. Okay, uh, sometimes some people doesn't know how to give their opinion pleasantly, or how to help you, how to say those words, how to say the guidance or suggestions pleasantly. So that doesn't mean that whatever they say is only is not good for your growth. Okay, sometimes you have to be open minded. Okay, because sometimes some people say something, and that if you understand them, and if you receive it very constructively, then that may help you in your self improvement and your self growth. Okay, ultimately that is the goal, right? Ultimately you want to improve your own self, your own growth matters, right? So that is there. Then one will also think about serving others or helping others only if one gets something in return. Okay, like I said before, very conditional in approach. So see, the sattvic gun of Jupiter, the purity of Jupiter, of helping others unconditionally, in a very nurturing, in a very caring manner, will get cancelled here. Okay, because Jupiter is now weakened. So Jupiter also represents a natural Putra Karka. So with this placement, um, there may be problems in conceiving, um, or with problems with children. Women with this Jupiter may get a husband who is very, very practical, cold, detached, loyal, committed, workaholic, and all about his image, reputation, status in the society. He'll be all about rules and regulations, because Capricorn is a sign of structure and rules and regulations. Okay, so now how here if one practices, okay, what he preaches or believes in, this placement will work in your favor, because now you have to use the wisdom, that is Jupiter, not to preach or teach others, but to work and prove that you have got that knowledge, you have got that wisdom, you have got that potential, and you're not making empty promises. Okay, uh, we see, this astrology is not meant to just predict, it is meant to also understand your own self. So here we have to understand, okay, because it is a debilitated state, it's a weakened state, so we have to uh, make use of it, okay, in a best way that can actually work in our own favor. Okay, now here when Jupiter is in Cancer, it does show someone who is a natural advisor, counselor. Okay, because that person would love to mentor others, and he'll mentor it very, very well. Okay, on here on the other side, it's a workaholic sign. Okay, so here one needs to use that Jupiter, the significance of Jupiter in his or her career or work. Okay, and be for materialistic purpose. Okay, so then what happens is, when you use the, see, your Jupiter means knowledge, wisdom, so you have to keep on learning, keep on upgrading yourself. You have to use the wisdom. Okay, but here, because it's in the sign of Capricorn, so you don't have to preach or teach others, do not preach or mentor others, but use that knowledge, use that wisdom in your work. Okay, and prove others, do not say anything, do not speak, but to show others, to prove that you are reliable, you have got the knowledge, you have got the potential, and you are not making empty promises. So what happens here, both are happy. Jupiter is also happy because you are now learning. Okay, Jupiter is knowledge, Jupiter is learnings. Okay, so and whenever you take knowledge, okay, Jupiter is automatically happy. Okay, and now you are using that knowledge in your work. Okay, sign of Capricorn is a workaholic sign. Okay, and for material gains, for status, reputation, promotion, it's also show promotion. So when you make both are happy, automatically both will work in your own favor. Okay, so that's what we need to do. Okay, now see, if there is Nij Bhanga, then it is a different case. We also check Avastha, Amrit Avastha and all that based on degrees, and then Nakshatras, Dasha and all that may make a difference. But this is what is the base of this placement. Okay, the individual, I have just analyzed the individual Jupiter debilitated in Capricorn. Okay, without any conjunction, nakshatras and all this. Okay, um, you need to understand that Jupiter in itself is a blessing. Okay, it is the most benevolent planet. It can mitigate the ill effects of the chart. Okay, just by being well placed in your chart and aspecting those are like, if suppose your Jupiter is aspecting your marriage house. Okay, no matter how bad yogas you will have a good marriage. Okay, it doesn't matter what. But if Jupiter is afflicted and badly placed, then it can also be harsher, okay, than even Saturn. Okay, many of you, must have experienced this, that Jupiter's dasha, okay, was very bad, even bad than Saturn. Okay, so does this happen is because Jupiter is a teacher. Okay, is a teacher, and it can be even merciless if it wants to shape his disciple. Okay, so what happens here, it is a very strict teacher, it becomes a very strict teacher. So when it is a very strict teacher, very rigid teacher, very merciless teacher, what he has found that there is some potential in this disciple. Okay, there is some potential in this disciple, but he doesn't understand. Okay, so he makes sure that you are being shaped. Okay, and you are being made, you are being forced, okay, to put the efforts, and against your own wish. Okay, you may not like, you may be like a free flowing bird, but this thing would and this guru might you might feel that it is very restrictive, it's very you feel like you are in a cage. Okay, but with time, okay, because the guru has found the potential in you, with time, when you learn and when you are struggle hard, and when you have learned all the lessons, you realize that there was some potential in you, and you become expertise, and you also rise to throne. Okay, so it happens this way. So if Jupiter is bad, then early years, or some part of whenever the dasha starts, you might have to struggle a lot in the start. But when dasha ends, you will see that you have become very much expertise, and you have got all the lessons, and you have become wise, and you have been rise to the throne, and you're being revered for all the potential that you have. Okay, so that is there. But if you want to mitigate the ill effects of Jupiter, okay, if it is not bearable for you, if the dasha has been very much hard for you, then you can wear yellow color. Okay, clothes, accessories, whatever. Yellow color is the significance of Jupiter. You can chant Jupiter beach mantras. Okay, that can also happen. Do not hurt, harm, or offend any of your gurus or elders. Okay, do not do that. Okay, bow down to elders, bow down to gurus, and make them feel good. Okay, you can even serve them, help them, okay, in any way. That in turn will help your guru. Okay, so these are some of the ways where you can mitigate the ill effects of Jupiter. Jupiter is most benign planet, so it doesn't harm you. Okay, even if it is very harsh on you, it is for your own benefit. Okay, you will see the results, the good results of it while the dasha ends. Okay, if in your chart it is Jupiter is not helping you, then also you can do this. Some of the remedies that I said, very simple remedies, okay? Or you can in your faith, in your religion, whatever religion or whatever faith you believe in, you can do that also, because the divine helps you, the god helps you, okay, to mitigate the ill effects of the chart, okay? So this might help you neutralize Jupiter, okay? So yeah, that was my analysis for Jupiter in Capricorn, Jupiter debilitated. I hope it resonated with you. Let me know in the comments. If you found this helpful, please support and subscribe. For consultations, you can just drop me a mail. Thank you for watching. Take care.